in the 1930s in the depths of a depression when the government didn't have money? How could it pay for Social Security, unemployment compensation, and hiring 15 million unemployed people and paying them? And the answer was that Roosevelt taxed corporations and the rich. That's right. He taxed corporations and the rich. And that's how he paid for it. And the result for him as a politician, Roosevelt, was that he was reelected 3 times across the 1930s. He was the most popular president in the history of the United States because he was the one who went after corporations and the rich to help average people. But he didn't do it because of him. If you look at his entire political history before he became president, he was no radical. He was no left-winger. He was a conventional rich kid. Went to school in the right universities of Harvard and Yale, etc., etc. He was pushed from below, and you know what pushed him? The coalition of communists, socialists, and unionists. So when World War II was over, 1945, and when in the same year President Roosevelt died in his 4th term, well, the business community that was enraged that they had to pay those taxes to help average people, they went to work. And they understood the problem wasn't defeating a Democrat and bringing in a Republican. They knew very well that Roosevelt didn't do this because he thought it was a good idea. They understood he had been pressured from below by that coalition of unionists, socialists, and communists to do what he did. So they understood that to roll it back, to break it down, and to make sure that never happened again, they had to destroy that coalition. And the way you do that, the way you destroy any coalition, is you look for and focus first on the weakest link among the groups that are making up the coalition. And they determined in 1945 that the weak link were the communists, the Communist Party. So overnight, the Communist Party and its activists, who had been leaders of the unionization movement in many industries, who had been leaders in the struggle against fascism in Germany, in Italy, in Japan, became overnight not leaders, not heroes, but demons. They were converted into agents of a foreign power, the Soviet Union. Kind of remarkable if you remember that in the previous 45 years, from 1940 to 1945, the United States and the Soviet Union were allies in a war against fascism in Germany, Italy, and Japan. That soldiers from Russia and America worked together with the same objectives in a coordinated struggle. They were our friends, our allies, our supporters. Suddenly, they had been turned into arch enemies. And so in the aftermath of World War II, after the death of Roosevelt, we had in America a political purge, really of the kind you rarely see in the world and like nothing else in American history. The government, big business, and conservatives everywhere went on a tear to arrest communists, many were, to deport many of them back to countries they had left sometimes 40 years earlier, to demonize them as evil agents of a foreign power, not leaders of an effort that had succeeded in giving average Americans the benefit of government programs, the likes of which had never happened before in American history, and, footnote, never happened again since.